I am Jay. I'm a dog. Jay the dog. I love the furry fandom. I've been involved in it not too long, but ever since I got involved, back in 2022, I think it was. I've been just, I've been deep in it. I've really, really loved it. Um, Lots of cons, lots of friends have been made through the fandom. Uh, it's a really important thing for me, and it's it's a good community, and it's nice to be on the podcast today.
And what got you started in the furry fandom in the first place?
If we're going all the way back, it's got to be, the signs were there. There was Max Goof when I was a kid. There was Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. But then 2020 came, and there was a little anime that dropped called Beastars, and there was a wolf in that anime called Legacy, and I think he sealed the deal. From there, I made a Twitter account, looked up a lot of Irish furry stuff, Irish furry communities. Um, the first fursuit I saw was at DCC in like I think it was March in 2022, and it was Mikazuki wearing his Max fursuit, big blue Labrador, and I saw my first fursuit in real life, and I was nervous. I was nervous to kind of approach him and say, "Hi, what's up? I'm interested in this stuff," and we had a really nice, warm conversation. Um, that was at DCC. I think Mikazuki's been on the podcast before as well. But then after that, I went to a my first meet, my first proper fur meet, and the first person I saw at that was actually it was you, Ink. It was you wearing your cat ears at the entrance of the cinema, and I was like, "Ah, there we go." You saw me too. You ushered me in, and I've been in the fandom ever since. That was my first fur meet.
Sorry, I made you a furry.
You certainly contributed. Yeah. Yeah, you're the first person I saw at my first fur meet. I went to a little con then in the Netherlands, a little nice cozy one by myself. I didn't even have Telegram installed. I was a little baby fur and met some really wonderful people. And the con was just such a lovely experience. Um, I really got a sense of what the community is. It was really nice. It was really nice. I've been coming back to cons ever since.
So tell me a bit about your persona, because I've never seen a blue and yellow dog before. I've seen plenty of blue dogs, but never a mix of both.
Plenty of blue dogs. Yeah, he's half blue, but he's mostly yellow. He's a very yellow boy. Um, I don't even have a ref sheet, but I got a fursuit before I got a ref sheet. I have a partial of him. I'm not very good at drawing. I'm trying to learn how to do that because it's super fun to learn how to draw little cute doggy boys. But just got I just feel like a big yellow dog. So one summer I just bought everything I needed to make him. Lots of foam, sewing machine, lots of sewing, lots of little pin pricks in my fingers. It was a long project, but it was really worth it to make him myself. And he's a cute guy.
So even though you were saying you're relatively new to the fandom, what does the community and fandom mean to you?
It's super important. It's a really lovely community, a lovely community that I always find myself pouring energy into conserving and facilitating. It's a really lovely space. I've just never come across anything quite like it. I'm involved in the pup scene also, and there's uh, similar dynamics at play there, similar dynamics of community and openness and acceptance and neuroaffirmation. But gosh, there's just something special I feel about the furry fandom community. It's so free, so open. The people are so lovely. and they're a little crazy. We're a little crazy. It's great. Crazy in a good way, crazy in an open way.
And with being involved in the pub scene, do you see lots of crossovers between the two fandoms?
Certainly. Um, I mean, the pup scene is people liking to dress up as a little animal and have a lot of fun too. There's a lot of crossover. There's the ability to don a persona and leave some things behind. That's what it means for some people. There's the ability to find a shared community of people who really enjoy the same thing. That's what it is for some other people. There's a lot of overlaps.
And you mentioned before about going to conventions. I know you've hosted a lot of events at cons before, like the Pub Pause Play Meet. What does
Yes,
that mean? So
it's at the end of the day, it's people having fun. It's people having fun in a specific way. Uh, putting, I've, okay, so oftentimes when I'm wearing a pub hood in public, like in the smoking area of a gay bar or on the street or during Pride, people will ask to try it on. And I've given some people a pub hood to try on for the first time, and I've never had a negative experience from that. People always love it. It's it's really, really shocking. Every time people have tried it on, they think it's great. They start dancing, they start barking out of nowhere. So it's a really lovely. It's a, Pub hoods are a really fun thing. They kind of allow a certain degree of disregard to typical expectations of social interaction, and they allow you to have fun and play like a dog. And hey, who doesn't love that?
now, as a cat, Jay, I have to say, I have to say, as a cat,
Yes, I'm speaking as a dog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm biased in that respect.
you know the acronym, the IMHO. Well, first of all, whenever I read that, I always read, as opposed to in my honest opinion, I always read it as in my homosexual opinion. But I'm
Ah,
currently
yes.
understanding this conversation as IMDO in my doggy opinion.
Well, as a dog, I don't think that's too inaccurate. I think yeah, 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 yeah. You're dead right. You're dead right. I am a dog, so take it with a grain of salt, knowing that I'm a dog. But pup play, super fun. Um, Furry fandom community, incredible, and there's a huge overlap. Um, Myself, I'm in the middle of that Venn diagram of pups and furs. They're very similar communities, so there's a huge overlap uh, of people who share both interests. So I think there's been a desire to facilitate puppies at furry events these days. You see animals events happening at Confuzzled. Um, there's People want this. It's not what the fandom is about, but it's a subsect of the fandom that really, really enjoy this, and it's really important to them also. So to facilitate that at an event like Pause and Play at Anthro Irish, I think is important. Just to have a little space for puppies to play while they're at the con.
Now, speaking of the furry community here in Ireland, I know you and I both share a deep interest in Gaeilge, the Irish language.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, Spotify captions don't allow us to put it in Irish, unfortunately, just yet. Um, but what does Irish mean to you? And teaching people the Irish language and sharing the Irish language. I know recently you were interviewed by Claire Cullen at Anthro Irish Oscuelga.
Margaret, Margaret, yeah. Yeah, that was such a lovely experience that Sarah came to Anthro Irish and attended the Irish language meet there. I guess I think that the fandom and facilitation of the fandom and allowing for us to have this space and allowing for us to have fun is super important. And you're right, Irish is something I think is super important also on top of that. It was really nice to to have the language on display, to have the language on display and to give people a chance to talk. I take every chance I can to ask people if they speak Irish. Um, I really enjoy using it these days. It's a really new thing for me, but I just think it's important as well. It's important to facilitate it. It's important to say, hey, do you have, can you speak any Irish? And will ein got. Sometimes the answer is no, but sometimes the answer is, oh yeah, tá cúpla focal agus uh, tá chomhrá a gwyn nish, you know, we can have we can have a conversation. I really, yeah, it's just something I feel is important. Níl mé lífa, níl mo gaeilge fearfa, ach is sprála mé. Is madra mé, and I'm a dog. It's both are important. Yeah,
Um,
Sinead.
I know a lot of people online are always interested in learning Irish and developing their Irish skills. Is there anywhere in particular you would recommend people go to see or go and explore to develop their speaking skills or maybe their written skills too?
Uh, Níl éon rud uh, úsáideach ar lína ceapam. Um, Bí a kaint le chéile le aon duine gach lá. Beidir sin é an slí. Beidir sin é you know, like er, but bhhail am kaint a scoil go gach lá. Mar sin tá ceiste gom gach am nuair a tám sa aon áit. Uh, Gach áit nuair a bhí mé an sin tá ceist amháin agam. An bhfuil éon focal gailge agat. An bhfuil éon focal gailge agat. Um, is é an ceist is fearr ceapan. Bí a caint ar scoilge le chéile. Bí a caint ar scoilge le gach duine. Le aon duine.
For those that don't speak Irish, Jay was saying for people to get involved and talk more about it and ask people, even if it's like a basic question of, do you have any Irish, would open some doors.
This is it. Yeah, it's just asking. Just say, hey, do you speak Irish? And sometimes people don't, or they have a little bit. I was with a friend yesterday, and he said, I have a little bit. And it turned out he had so much more than I thought or he thought. It comes to the surface, you know, it's just a matter of using it and having fun using it and not being too precious about using it.
So as you kind of develop and grow in the furry fandom itself, what
Hmm.
are some of your most cherished memories in your relatively new time here?
Gosh, it must be the people, the furs. I really love attending these events because it offers the privilege of just meeting so many people and I've made so many wonderful friends in the fandom. And we all share that same ilk cut from the same cloth of I'm a little animal guy and you know, so am I. Woo! So it's really fun. There's a lot of everybody's gay too. Every everybody's neurodivergent. You know, I say everybody, but not everybody, but there's a huge amount. So it's just a really lovely place. And it's a really important place because at the end of the day, to the most to the general population, we're still the freaks and weirdos, right? We're still People still think furries are weird, and we are, and that's good. So it's something to be protected, something to be cherished. It's it's a community full of people who are willing to put so much energy and so much love into the community, into their craft. It's a really beautiful thing. Yeah, and I say that honestly, without a lick of sarcasm. It's just such a beautiful community with really genuine people, and getting to attend, like having the privilege to attend events and help out with events with the community is just beautiful. There's nothing else like it.
Wonderfully said, Jay. Thank you very much.
It's been lovely to have the opportunity to talk about the fandom. So frankly, it's such a special, special thing with so many special people who are pouring their hearts and souls into its fruition, into its maintenance, and into the events that we hold. And it's just something so close to my heart. So it's been lovely to talk about it.
And so, Jay, before we wrap up for our little chat this afternoon, where can people find you online?
Twitter and Blue Sky is Jay the dog 621. Just a random number. Don't worry. JayTheDog 621 on Twitter and Blue Sky. Agus Shine. That's it. That's my principal, my main online presence these days.